Let's get more now from Haneen Harara, who is a journalist and humanitarian worker, and she joins us live from inside Rafah in southern Gaza. Haneen, thank you so much for coming on the programme today and speaking to us. You are a humanitarian worker in Gaza. I wonder if you could just tell me a bit more about what you and your colleagues are able to do under the current conditions and some of the things that you're no longer able to help with, given everything that's going on.
Yes, thank you so much. It is the 7/8, the ongoing atrocities, appalling atrocities all over the Gaza Strip. Right now, me and my colleagues are trying to reach those people who are displacing from their homes and reach the southern Gaza Strip city of Rafah here, who reside in tents with no essential items there. We can hardly reach them and provided them with some supplies such as blankets and clothes. As you may aware, this is the winter, as I mentioned before, and we have to provide them with those supplies, even some items from the food, but there is no longer items or food items because there is a huge lack of humanitarian aid that entering the Gaza Strip. We're talking about 70 trucks entered the Gaza Strip Friday yesterday, and we talk about these supplies that are not enough even for the millions people who reside here at the southern Gaza Strip. So there is a limitation, a huge limitation. Those children and families are experiencing and facing a horrible and catastrophic situation, a humanitarian situation on the ground. They're facing violence on the air, and even on the ground, they facing the weather, the cold weather right now. So it is windy and it's rainy day for today and maybe for tomorrow. So those people have no safe shelter from even the shellings, rockets, pumpings, or even the cold of winter. So those people are trying to get some safe shelter, but there is no safe shelters here in Gaza Strip. Some of these families are unfortunately reside in the streets because there is no capacity in Rafah city for more people who are trying to reach this city as a safe zone, as the occupation are telling these people. But there are many targets till this moment. We have several airstrikes around and massacres here against innocent people who reside here at the southern Gaza Strip, Rafah city particularly.
Okay, so what you're saying there is that you've been able to help them with things like clothes and blankets, but unfortunately, because of the lack of food, you're really struggling to provide them with any help or assistance in terms of food and nutrition. Now, the World Food Agency, as you know, says the entire population is being pushed towards famine in Gaza. I just wondered, what do you feel like the situation is like now, and what kind of lengths are people having to go to get food? We're seeing huge queues and lines of people waiting for food to be distributed. What's it like?
Well, first of all, the UN Council are just asking for more aid that have to entering the Gaza Strip to reach more families. And it is okay. We are just calling for the same thing. But the most important thing to ceasefire this hell that the Palestinians are just go through and live with these conditions, because this is the most important and essential thing to stop this ethnic cleansing and massacres against all those people who are forced to displace their homes. This is one. And the important thing is to open the borders to get more humanitarian aid for those people and provide the displaced people with essential supplies, and to even get medical care for those people who got injured, because there is 2/3 of hospitals all over the Gaza Strip are not functioning right now because there's no supplies, there's no fuel, there's no water, there's no medical stuff. Even a lot of these hospitals are damaged and have been destruction according to the airstrikes that bombing all over the Gaza Strip. The people are right now looking to reach some of supplies such as food. When the humanitarian aid entering the Gaza Strip, the people are just fighting to get some water, clean water to drink, and some food for their babies, because they know very well that these trucks are not enough for all people who are displacing to the southern Gaza Strip. It is maybe not the good way to get these supplies, but this is unfortunately they have no choice. They have no even another chance to get these supplies. So
of course. And Haneen, I just wonder, you were talking there about, oh, it sounds like we lost Haneen, but I think she had wrapped up that answer anyway. Very grateful to her for joining us from Rafah in southern Gaza, and I'm sure you can understand how challenging connections can be from there.